You became more than an acquaintance with these people. You became a part of the family. In fact, you refer to the family with whom you stayed that first 7 months as your family. That little girl you're holding there, goddaughter? Goddaughter, whose name is?
Geldwine.
Geldwine. By the way, your Creole sounds good to me.
Well, I do pretty well, but still learning.
I was impressed in the book at how you progressed with the Creole. But they look almost content. I mean, they don't look distressed. Is this a facade?
It's not facade. I think the relationship that we have, because they adopted. I call them sometimes our adopted family, not because we adopted them in some sort of like from here adopting a child down there, but that they adopted us. And so they're distressed, and sort of you can see the pain. And like Jasper there, who we just saw in that clip, spent the last 3 or 4 years building that house, like literally brick by brick. Have enough money and build a little bit more, and now it's completely gone. But at the same time, there's this faith, there's this get on with it attitude that impresses me every single time.
By the way, you talk about building a house. The book, I mean, if there's a storyline in this book, it's about building your own house. How is that house that you built? Is it still standing?
Yes, we'll see the clip of the first house in the book that's not still standing. I think that's the next clip, but the other house is still standing. So we'll see some of the rebar and all the extra money that was being spent along the way, and the craziness of that project. Apparently, it stood, and it was also in a sort of mountainous area that not too many houses fell in that area. That shook badly but didn't fall.
Let's look at clip number 3 that Kent has provided.
So this is where my wife and I moved within 24 hours of arriving in Haiti. First time we'd been in Haiti, and within 24 hours we were here, moved in with this beautiful family into this room right here where we're standing. In my book, this is where the first third of the book takes place, because they were shaping not just how I understood Creole, learning Creole, the kids here teaching me as we walked through what each plant was called, what the food was called. The kids were the best because they understood how slow of a learner I was. Yeah, so it has this incredible place in my heart. So it shaped that about us, but also just who we were, and we worshiped together, and we prayed together, and we ate together, and so yeah, it's heartbreaking to see their situation now, as though life weren't hard enough to now deal with this, and that this is the next chapter of their story that they have to find a way forward through. So just here, taking it in with them, on the edge of tears, and sharing some laughs, and trying to take in what you can't really take in right now. So.
Now, Ken, I noticed something there. The essential structure of that house that you lived in with that extended family of yours is wood. Did wooden structures do better than masonry structures?
Wood did seem to do better in the ones we saw, and the masonry are often built because hurricanes and winds and storms are one of the reasons. So that's, in a sense, what everybody's preparing for. Though there are occasionally, like when my wife and I lived there were a few little tremors we felt. But I think people are more preparing for winds and for storms than for an earthquake.
Yeah. Now, you shouldn't have been standing on that roof.
No, we got out as soon as that was done. So you didn't want to hang out too long under too many of those structures.
By the way, friends, the book that Kent has written is published by InterVarsity Press. It's called Following Jesus Through the Eye of the Needle, Living Fully, Loving Dangerously. It's a terrific book. All the proceeds are going where? To
Haiti. But before it was education. That's our mission in Haiti Partners, is focusing on education in schools and in churches and with leaders. But now, obviously, we're staying committed to that resource. But obviously, right now there are urgent needs that we're helping with.
Yeah. Now this next clip we have a shot of the house that you built. Is that what you said?
No, the next one is actually, so this is, we just saw the family. We were standing in the room. We had one room in this house that we were standing in right there, and that's where we lived for our first 7 months. And now, but the families can't live in that. Like, we shouldn't have been standing in it, so they obviously can't live in it. So the next clip is where they're living right now.
Oh, I see. Okay, let's take a look at that.
Almost everybody's sleeping in here. Let's get a beanie on the Mount Jim. So here's where they're just sleeping on the ground here. They said this is our new house. Is right here. There's a little tarp with some holes in it. Sleeping on the weeds, and this is a cornfield, or it's often a bean field in other seasons. And so this is where the whole family sleeps. This is the new house, they keep saying. This is our new house under this tarp.
A house under the tarp. You must have heard some gripping stories, both of tragedy and of miraculous deliverance. What stands out when you think about some of those stories?
Yeah, I just talked yesterday on the cell phone. I didn't get to see him when I was in Haiti, but Annan is the director of one of our Haiti Partners programs, and he is a close friend. Worked with him, been friends with him for 7 years. He was in my home in Florida 3 weeks ago, stayed in our home. He was visiting us in Miami, and finally got through. Sort of not a great phone connection, but I had found out sort of 2 days after that he was alive, but didn't know the story. I knew he was hurt, and yesterday talked with him. He was on the 3rd floor of a university. It shook and just collapsed around him. Hundreds of students were killed. He sort of came to, didn't know what was happening. He said it took him 10 or 15 minutes to sort of dig himself out from this rubble. He got hit really hard on his back, and he said he thinks that's what saved him, because some slab came down, knocked him, but then it saved him from some of the other falling debris. There are a couple other guys who were standing that he was talking with when they hit were also alive, but they each take 10, 15 minutes to dig themselves out. And then he sort of makes his way, so he kind of is out, he's hurt, his legs really hurt, his back, and he sort of pauses for a while. They see if they can help anyone, and he's thinking, I've got to get home, got to find a way to go. He makes it down to like a bus station to try to get out to where he lives, and he just can't go anymore. Like, he's been hurt in his back, he's just been struck. So he said he lied down on the concrete, and as I understood it over this phone connection, laid there for 8 or 10 hours, bodies everywhere. But everyone's taking care of their family. Like I'm talking, people are running to find their family or help their family, or doing what they can. So he's lying there on the street, not bleeding or anything, but too hurt to move. And eventually a friend walks by and recognizes him, picks him up, finds a motorcycle. They take him to a hospital, and he's at home now, recovering. But these people he was in the class with, maybe 40, 50 people he was in the class with. He said he just walked out with these 2 other guys to talk about something for a minute, and he thinks they're likely all dead. And it's every story you talk with is something like that, or 2 brothers and a sister lost, or so many.
Yeah, it's almost like excerpts from Dante's Inferno. You brought us one more clip, Kent. Let's take a look at it.
For us, it's for Haiti Partners. This work is important, and we had 2 schools in this area, and we have some of our leaders like Jimmy and Jasper in our programs, but also both John and I have really personal ties in this community. Both started out in Haiti and learned a lot of Creole here, and so it's work, but it's hearts broken. At the same time, it's relationships that go back a long time. So we dare, because they dare be hopeful, we dare be hopeful about the days and the months and the years ahead. It won't be easy, but we think together with you and together with them, we just see them living and getting on, and so we've got to be there with them. So thanks for being part of it.
Kent, nothing like a first-person account. I mean, this is terrific. Now, just again, friends, the book is called "Following Jesus Through the Eye of the Needle." It has terrific relevance in light of what has just happened. And now that you've met Kent and seen his story, all the more reason to go to your bookstore, and if it's not there, order it. University Press is the publisher. "Following Jesus Through the Eye of the Needle." Now, you and Tony Campolo and the University of Toronto Gospel Choir, which I never knew existed, are going to be at Bayview Glen. Is it this weekend?
This weekend.
This is for those of you who live in the Toronto area. Bayview Glen is right at Bayview and Steeles, right? Bayview and Steeles. But it's going to be a very, very special event. Sunday, January 24th at 7 p.m. for an hour and a half. A lot of you know Tony. You're just getting to know Kent. Maybe some of you have heard the choir, but it should be a powerful event. The focus is going to be Haiti.
Yes, of course. Yeah, the focus, we were thinking about the Haiti in the book, but obviously now what has happened, we'll be talking about what's just been happening over this last week as well.
Yeah, well, you couldn't be more relevant. Yeah. We've got about a minute. Kent, what's next for you and Shelley? You have 2 little girls now. You're living in South Florida. Are you going to continue to be involved in Haiti, or are you looking into another horizon?
No, we're stayed involved in Haiti 7 years so far, and I think that's one of the things. We're a development, we're in it for the long haul. So we can't go in, we don't have the bulldozers and those things, but we're committed to Haiti for the long term. My colleague, my co-director, has been in Haiti for 20 years, so it's to continue working alongside Haitians.
Are you hopeful for Haiti's future?
I am. I'm hopeful because I figure if they aren't giving up hope, then we don't have a right to. So.
Good point. Good point. The word I keep hearing about Haitians is resilient. Kent Annan has been our guest. Following Jesus Through the Eye of the Needle. Thanks, Kent, for coming our way. Let's